emergency on Helix.
Free me.
You need to leave here as soon as possible.
We're not gonna run.
Anana, if you scatter to the wind, you still have a fighting chance.
To live forever is to die 10,000 times.
We were talking about immortality.
But there's so much that's happened that we can't explain.
She doesn't have much time.
You believe you can save her?
No, but Julia can.
No, don't get up. You need to rest.
I'm fine.
You had a spinal tap, all right? You had more than a sample's worth of cerebral spinal fluid taken out of you. Your body needs to replenish itself.
Oh, when you put it that way. How is Sarah? Did you do an MRI?
Yeah, and it's incredible. Her tumor's shrinking.
So it worked.
I thought you'd be thrilled.
I am. It's just, given the circumstances, I hope we did the right thing.
It was a quick call, but it was the right one. I can't explain the science behind your transformation yet. But what you did for this girl.
I want to do for everyone who's infected on this base.
You cannot give everybody a CSF infusion. It'll kill you.
The genetic study Sarah was doing before she crashed. My cells are going to be the key to finally taking down this disease. We can save these people, Alan.
All right. But we need to work smart and fast. This Ilaria problem will not go away, and I have no idea how much time we have left. Set up a temp lab in here.
Go. I'll keep an eye on Sarah.
Is everything all right?
I'm afraid not. We have a serious problem.
Medical emergency? Someone hurt?
Worse than that, I'm afraid. People are disappearing. Dr. Cato went out to look for some food. We warned her not to go alone, but she wouldn't listen.
That rat didn't crawl in there by itself. The vectors are back.
What? We haven't had a vector attack in 2 days.
Yeah. They're using bait. Setting traps now. They know food is scarce and people are desperate.
How? Viruses are not capable of complex thought.
Speaking off the cuff, I think these vectors represent a new step in evolutionary virology.
You make it sound like it's a good thing.
Far from it. This is an evolved virus that both changes the host and stays active until that host dies of other causes. It's created a new kind of organism, a viral collective.
They were dangerous before. What chance do we have now that they've evolved?
Right now, the vectors are hunting us one by one. Very soon, I believe they'll stage a large-scale coordinated assault.
They will have to wait in line.
Ilaria?
I intercepted a message from headquarters on Sutton's phone.
How many?
A strike team of at least 100 mercenaries, well armed.
That's not a strike team, it's an army. How long do we have?
6 hours at most. They will storm the base, looking for the virus, and leave nothing behind.
But we don't even have the virus. We destroyed it back at Echelon.
Mortal life means nothing to them.
No, as opposed to those of you who can live forever.
I know, this is difficult for someone with a finite number of years.
I don't know what's worse. That you can stand there lying to my face, or that you actually believe what you're saying.
Did you get a head count?
Uninfected personnel about 20, plus 5 security techs. And we're not exactly well stocked with guns or ammunition.
If we don't act now, we risk full contamination. We need to gather those 20 survivors and place them under armed guard in the sunroom. No air ducts, one point of access is the only way to defend against a coordinated vector assault.
But that only solves one of our problems. How are we supposed to muster defense against Ilaria's force?
Defense is not the plan. I have placed explosives around the base
You have explosives.
to detonate unstable ice.
His grand plan? We draw Ilaria mercenaries inside, then set off the charges, implode the entire base on top of them.
But what about my team? What about the other uninfected scientists, the vectors?
Gather the uninfected, as you suggested. As for the vectors, we are out of options.
You still haven't answered my question. What about the rest of us?
We'll have to evacuate the base.
No. There is a hidden bunker underneath the base, reinforced for earthquakes. We will be safe there.
What bunker?
We lost 3 people just this morning. Dr. Skato, Wenkensinger. Vectors are in the ducts. They're in the elevator shafts everywhere.
Listen, the only way a vector can get into this room is through that door.
Peter came in through that very same door.
Not with armed security posted, he didn't.
Isn't it the arm of security that got him inside in the first place?
Philippe, listen to me. All right. I think we got a message out calling for help. All right? You're the only other person who knows about this, so you help me hold it together here. We may just get out of this alive.
All right, Alan.
You've entrusted me with the safety of this base. Why would you keep this bunker from me?
There are things I thought would never come to light.
So you're only telling me now because you have to.
I should have told you.
Even if we survive the blast, how do we dig ourselves out afterward?
There is an escape tunnel that leads directly to the surface.
An escape tunnel. For all the earthquakes, right?
Daniel, I mean, Mixa. The world is closing in on us.
You mean on you?
The vectors are hunting us from within, Ilaria from without. I cannot do this without you.
largest caliber weapons to my security team. The rest we can store in this bunker of yours, in case there are any mercenaries left when we reach the surface.
Let's hope it does not come to that.
Remember when you first brought me here? Taught me how to load a weapon. I was 5 or 6. Back then, I used to think you were some kind of wizard.
All children must learn their parents are fallible, not perfect.
You made that part easy for me.
You may loathe what I've done, or what you believe I've done. But you are still my son.
Am I?
Your feelings for me do nothing to diminish mine for you.
Alan, take a look at this. So the double-stranded RNA instructions delivered to all my cells makes them express an all-purpose grappling hook.
Which would attach to any invader.
Right, marking that invader for destruction by my immune system.
Well, if we can isolate the genetic sequence of instructions to express that protein on your cells.
We can insert those instructions and reprogram the Narvik virus to destroy itself.
But we don't have the Narvik virus. We incinerated it at Echelon. Oh, God damn it, Jules.
It was my call all the way.
This wasn't your call to make.
I had a theory.
A theory that could get us all killed, not to mention the 7 billion other people on the planet. Do you have any idea what you've done by bringing this back to the base?
I know better than anyone what this virus can do. I also know that it's the only way we can help those 7 billion people.
How could you be so reckless? You're no better than Hatake.
I guess I'm my father's daughter.
Jules.
I know I'm right about this. We can save everyone. We can get Peter back. If I'm wrong, I'll march downstairs and incinerate every last drop.
No, not alone you won't.
Bunker will barely fit all of us.
Bunker? These are living quarters. How long has all this been here?
From the beginning. Designed to be the safest place on the base.
Why? Why did you build it?
Before I adopted you, there was another.
Another son.
A daughter. She was not like you. Not born on the ice.
So, you built this place for your daughter?
Her mother thought she would need a place to call home to make her comfortable. I did what was necessary.
To fool her? To make her think that she was somewhere else?
To keep my family together.
I thought I was your family.
You are. What was doesn't change what is.
And where are they now? Your wife and daughter. Where did they go?
My daughter is here now. Julia Walker.
Walker? So all of this, everything that happened, was all for her, to bring her back here? The CDC, Peter Farragut, all those people, infected, dying, dead. It was all for her?
She is important. I need her.
You don't need anybody. We're all just an experiment to you.
Life is an experiment.
You know what I'm gonna do? Father, I'm gonna walk this base. And I'm gonna check every goddamn explosive charge. Because I personally want to make sure that this place gets blown to hell.
I did the computer models of the double-stranded RNA proteins, but I can't get it to work in vitro.
Well, if you guys unhook me from this, I can help you.
Yesterday, you were as good as dead, all right? Let's make sure you're not going to regress.
But I feel great.
Sarah, we have it covered.
Do you? Because computer models are really only most effective in controlled environments, and this situation is anything but controlled.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
In a fair fight, Narvik will mutate to repel anything we throw at it, right? So what we need is an unfair advantage.
We have to trust that our treatment will work fast enough.
No, wait, that's it. There is no treatment that's fast enough. So what we need to do is slow down the virus long enough for the cure to take effect. And we can do that by infusing it with cryofluid.
Did you just come up with that?
Actually, when my feet hit the cold ground. Now wearing my clothes, I want to get back to work.
The sun is out, the sky is blue. There's not a cloud to spoil the view, but it's raining, raining in my heart. The weatherman says clear today. He doesn't know you've gone away, and it's raining.
We need to seal off the sunroom. Track down Duchamp and the others.
There is no more time.
The Vectors really did this? The intelligence, the coordination.
Are we the only ones left?
I've got 4 techs, not infected yet.
This was their plan all along. The traps, the bait. The Vectors wanted us to gather the uninfected in one place, and we gave them everything they wanted.
We cannot afford to look back.
We should commence the evac sequence immediately.
No, there is still time.
Our only hope is to retreat to the bunker and wait. Then eliminate both threats with one blast.
So everyone else dies.
We have done all we can.
No, we finally cracked the antiviral, and until Ilaria get here, we're going to help everyone we can, including Vectors.
You need to ask yourself, are they worth saving?
That's an interesting question, considering the source.
They have murdered and maimed, stolen the lives of others.
These are people, human beings.
Really? Your brother paid me a visit yesterday. Only now do I understand why. It was a warning. He knew what they were going to do. I should have put Peter down when I had the chance.
Enough! That's enough! In the last 11 days, I have been attacked, infected, left for dead, and crated like an animal. Not to mention being transformed from the inside out. I'm not gonna stand here and watch my father and my ex-husband behave like 2 schoolyard bullies.
Your father? What?
The Vectors are working together. If we can't manage that, maybe we don't deserve to survive. The infection is similar to rabies. Normally, we would treat it by coating the lymphatic tissue.
With an oral vaccine, of course. Do you just expect them to line up and say, "Ah"?
No, we do it old school. Bypass the mouth entirely by way of an intramuscular injection into the stomach.
Abdominal absorption works slowly.
Not if you've bonded the right protein accelerants. It won't be immediate, but it should work quickly.
Better. We know
know that extreme cold slows the virus, and likewise the vectors.
Dr. Jordan had the idea of infusing the cure into an ultra-low temperature solution, giving the antiviral time to outperform the virus.
How do you plan to get close enough to inject the vectors?
We've done it before. We'll shut off the power, chill the base down to below freezing.
If we cut the main power supply, the perimeter alert system will go dark. We can't be blind with Ilaria a couple hours out.
Then the cure must be administered one vector at a time.
It's too bad we can't just wheel these out and test them all with cryofluid.
Maybe we can.
It's called ARCA, Indonesian for statue. It's a prototype to spread topical antidotes for chemical attacks. ARCA can harness most compounds at any temperature. All you need to do is adjust the settings.
I was not aware of this research. What lab did this come from?
No lab. It's just an idea I had.
You created this? Arca?
One man scraps. What the base discarded, I repurposed.
How did I not know?
You had more important things to do.
So who's gonna do the honors?
Julia and I will go. When Ilaria arrives, you must lead the survivors to the bunker. Then detonate the charges.
Please. I think it's working.
It is because of you that this is possible.
Oh no, this is not father-daughter bonding time. I thought we were immune to attack.
We are. But now they see one of their own in danger.
We need to get these patients stabilized before we take them downstairs.
I've started grouping them according to condition. The most serious cases are gonna go down first.
Right. You okay? Sarah?
It's just a headache.
No, look at me. Feel my finger.
Alan, do you think this is a reoccurrence of my tumor?
No, I've seen your scans, and your tumor appears to be in remission. But I'm concerned. Don't worry, we'll figure this out together. Okay?
Hey. Shh, it's okay. You don't need to say anything.
Why?
Because you need rest.
Why me?
I don't deserve.
You were there. I had the cure. Good timing, I guess. Peter's resting.
We need to talk.
Okay.
It's about Sarah.
What about Sarah?
She's having recurring symptoms. Nausea, headaches.
You think she's relapsing?
I don't know, but once we get down to the cabin, we won't have access to the right equipment. This is it. Ilaria's here. Start getting people to the cabin. Now.
Okay.
The alarm was tripped a mile from the base entrance.
Is that enough time to get everyone downstairs? We can use firepower to buy us a little more time. I see something. Headlights. How many?
They're here.
Wait until they get closer. We don't want to waste any ammo.
Steady. Steady.
Almost there. Now hold. Hold. And... Why'd they stop?
Perhaps they did not want to be heard.
I'm not seeing anyone. My guess is they'll stick to the high ground, just north of the base. Coordinate an attack from there. We should make our way around, come at them from the south.
Approach downwind from their position.
Where'd the drivers go?
There never was a driver. These are drones.
This is all wrong.
No! Get down!
There was a diversion. A diversion from what?
As soon as Duchamp and his group get here, we'll blow the base.
My staff, the scientists.
Almost all here.
You don't understand. We must detonate now. He's here.
Who's here? What do you mean? The strike team?
No. There's just one.
The diversion was for one guy?
They call him the Scythe. He is
He's what?
an assassin. The worst of us.
Mon Dieu. The car must have gone through. Are you with the army? Come. We're going down with the others. Finally, a good day. We're being rescued and we have a cure for the virus.
are we gonna wait?
As long as we have to.
If they're not down here by now, they're not coming.
Sarah, you okay?
Oh, this migraine is killing me.
It's not a migraine.
What's wrong with me?
We can't wait any longer.
Do it.
Amateurs.
The Narvik is gone.
How?
Hiroshi has it. Find him.
What about the others?
Exterminate.
Next Friday on Helix. There is no running, no hiding. Either they survive, or we do.
What kind of a monster does something like that?
Don't underestimate him.
We have one advantage. They will underestimate us.
Helix, all new next Friday at 10, only on Sci-Fi.